All right, so let's put together a page real quick. I just want to show how fast these pages can come together real quickly. And I need to protect this page, the previous page, and this page. Let's see. Some scrap paper somewhere. You know what? We'll just chance it. All right, so this is the scene we're using. We're going to be using this inside scene with this woman, and we're going to be using some elements for the table. And what I did for this particular scene, I cut the table. See how I did that? I cut the table there because I'm going to slide her, let's see, this way. Have her leaning just a little forward as if she's just kind of messing around with the plants, you know, just taking a look there. Then she's also in front of this chair, and I will end up cutting the rest of her down from here, the bottom part. But I am going to ink up the edges. I do want to put a little something in the background here. So actually, I'll just take this out and ink up the edges. I'm going to be using tea dye, distressed ink, Tim Holtz distressed ink tea dye for the edges. I think that's the way I want to go. Let's see. Yeah, kind of gives me a little photo, vintage photo actually I think would probably work as well. Oops. But this is going to work just fine. Now for the woman, I did go ahead and split her hands because I thought I cut that bridge between these two hands because I thought I actually was going to have her hold something, but I'm not doing that. And I do have a slight halo around the hair. And I think what I will do there is I'm just going to get some black soot ink and go around the edges of the hair. You could take a Copic marker. You could fussy cut. I'm just not going to fussy cut. I'm just going to really ink up those edges and just tone that brightness down, because really her standing in the window with the light kind of coming behind her kind of would give it a little halo effect, I think. So let's see how bright. See, it does kind of look like the light's kind of coming through, and I think I'll keep it brighter here since, the light is coming that way, but I will darken this back part up a little. And then for the rest, I think I'll just, I was going to go ahead and give an edge all the way around with ink. I'm not going to do that. I think that would just make it look too cut out. It wouldn't give the look that I want, is what I'm trying to get at. So I will leave it. But let me go back. All right, I think that's good. So now I've got this glued down. We'll let that set up a little bit, and we'll get to working on this back page. So this is going to go on this page like this. We'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and follow this around. The other thing I was thinking about using too, I mean, it could just go in the center. But I really wanted to use some of this, almost like, even though you see the the exterior, you're also looking at the interior at the same time. I don't know. The only thing we can do is just cut it out and see. So I just wet the edge of this tissue paper just so that it would tear better for me. I don't need a exact straight edge, and I'm going to use this somewhere else. And I probably only am going to use 2 windows, if that. And again, we'll wet the edge of this. I'm just wetting it with a sponge. All right. I need it to go up to this edge because on all of the pages, I'm leaving that one edge open. That one edge open. Okay. So I'm doing that, and this is going in the center, or kind of up there, with the illusion of looking outside, of this continuing outside, or like it's the window, because it's a little bit, I don't know. I'm just feeling like, oh, I really thought it was going to be take up 2. But it really is only taking up 1. So I don't really need, I can save this for another edge somewhere. We'll just get rid of half of this. And trust, it will be used again somewhere else. But my only thing is that at the bottom of this page, it's just going to be, it's just open. It's just open. Open, open, open. What if I had these windows on the bottom? Where she's just got this apartment life all around. Let's see what happens if I fold this. This doesn't really match those other buildings. And the other buildings really, yeah, but see, that just has no place. What I need is a stencil back here, or just use, see, this is the hard part, folks, but also the fun part is deciding how all of this, you know what, we're diving in. We're diving in now. We're just diving in. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to see what happens. And, wish me luck. Now, I had plenty of tools on this desk for spreading out glue. And wouldn't you know, I can't find a one right now. Now that is not fair. Oh, come on. I see. All right, I found something. It's not the thing that I usually use, but it's going to come up as soon as I finish laying this glue down. Believe me. I'm just using this rice paper glue. putting down a thin layer there. I'm going to put my... Now, a lot of times when I'm putting down my tissue paper, I wet the tissue paper. You'll see me do that in a lot of videos. And the reason why I do that is because it makes it more transparent. But today, I don't want, today I don't want, it's not that I don't want the transparency, but I don't want, I'm just doing it this way. How about that? That's what I'm just doing it this way. And I'm mumbling along as I normally do. And this is me in real time. So I love how that kind of lines up with that. But I do want something here. And I don't know what I'm going to put there. Unless I cut this scene and put this plant. I don't want to box her in. I don't want to box her in. I don't even know if I want to keep this. But if I did keep it, I'm just trying to see what's gonna be at the bottom and if it makes any sense, which it doesn't. I could do a big, oh man. I could always just come down, just bring it downtown. And that's what I'll do. I'll bring it on down. Bring it on down. So this is what I will do. I'm going to do these two across the top. Because when I bring this down, which is what I really did not want to do. All right, it will be that one, and then, all right. There's no getting around this tree. There's no getting around the tree. But again, we're just going in because now I feel like I got the nerve to do this. Normally, I would spend probably another good 30 minutes debating whether this is the right spot or not. But I'm going to spare you all that. I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing it. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, look. Look. Hold on. See that little space right there? I'm going to fill it in with that piece that was that right there. However, oh no, I didn't do it enough. But now I'm going to just come back. That's just a little, don't mind me, I'm just being messy. This is just adding more texture. And I'm filling this gap in and trying to line these windows up. They're sort of getting there. And of course, we won't worry about what's going over the edge because we will grab those things. All right, so now we've got this apartment life all over the building. And then just around here on the edges, I'm going to, just where it's going to be peeking through just a little bit, I'm going to add some more of this paper that was torn off. And it's just going to fill in just as color for us. It's nothing that needs to be recognizable. because it's just filling in color. Actually, we'll go more there. Go more. And this too, filling in as color, even though they are windows that I'm doing upside down. You're not going to be able to see. So, see what I'm saying? I'm just filling it in, and you won't really be able to see so much of what's happening there. Oh, well, come on over here then. Oh, doesn't want to lay down on that. My little, why is this not sticking? I mean, it was really being persnickety there, wasn't it? All right, same thing here. We'll do, it's the bottom of that. Look at these, want to cooperate really well. Sometimes you have to talk to your art supplies or your tools as you're working, because saying it out loud, I think they hear you and then they cooperate. They get to know what direction you want to go in. All right, so now I got to go and wash this brush off real quick while this dries, and then I shall be back. All right, so we are back. We are back. Now, what I'm going to do, I mean, it doesn't look like much, does it? You know, when you're looking at it this way. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put her down. I'm just going to put some, oh, we're going to glue sticky here. We're going to use the glue stick. Okay. Man, what a cute little apartment. I don't know why I'm working down here in this corner, but probably because there's so much stuff on this desk. That's probably why. Now, I'm going to put a little glue behind her head, her body, and her head. And I'm leaving these a little loose because I'm still not convinced that I'm not going to put something in her hands. And so we'll just wait to see if I actually go through with it, with that. But I love that these apartments, these fire escapes, and then you've just got this nice, interesting picture. Now let's go ahead and put some stuff on the table. But what we will finish doing is we'll just go ahead and tear the edges off. It's still damp on the edges here. That's why it's not tearing off real fluid. So we'll let this have a real good dry so we can come back and ink these edges. And then cut off the edges around here. Ink the edges. And then find a couple of word strips. And then maybe by the time I come back, maybe I would have found the glasses. We'll see. All right, well, I am back, and I don't know where those little sunglasses are, but they're the only ones I cut out. They are the only pair that I cut out. So I will have to cut out some more and find me some good word strips. Oh, focus on what grows. That's nice. I really don't know if I even want a word strip over here, but I do want the glasses. Oh my gosh. But anywho, but we see how fast this little page came together, and there's the background. Now remember that this collage paper, this is what you'll get. You will get the image for the collage paper, I'll say, not the collage paper itself. But like I said, I do mine on deli paper. I supplement mine on deli paper. That's what I do with, I'm looking for another one here. Well, here's a piece of it. That's what I do with like the little weather reports. I'll supplement that on paper. Actually, you know what? This wouldn't be bad to just kind of put this right here. Oh, I like that. And you know what we're going to do? Guess what? And I'm going to miss that a little bit, but that's okay. I don't know. For some reason, I like this. For some reason, I like it. It's just more mixed media is basically is what it is. But, and yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it right along this edge right there. Now, if you get to a point when you're making your art journal pages and you like it and you know that that next stage might make or break you, I would scan the page so that you could use it again somewhere else. I would scan the page, scan this like this, and then go ahead and make your, go ahead and commit to the thing you don't want to commit to. I just want it right on the edge. I need to glue that down anyway. Just a little on the edge. I don't want all of it. I just want a little bit. And so I'm just going to attach it like right, basically. Well, I have to bring this paper down, don't I? Like right on the edge. We'll go ahead and make that part of it. Make it a part of it. All right, but now we know that it's really only going to be, it's not this whole thing, it's only going to be, so to speak, just the edge. Just the edge. So I'm trying to press that on there real good. It's really not even sticking, is it? Well, let's get a good amount on there. Let's get a good amount on there so it will. I'm hungry. Excuse me for being hungry. I'm going to have to wash this brush again. But that's all right. Now when we come back, we are going to completely, might as well hit the edges of this because the glue stick didn't want to, well, I know I didn't get all the way to the edge with that glue stick. So I won't blame it on you this time, glue stick, because I see you are sticking in the other spots that I did put you down, but I didn't really do much here. Let me put that. All right, so like I said, when we come back, everything should be dry, and then we're just going to do the final touches of just cutting off the edges and inking up anything and just moving on. But this is just a really quick page for that next chapter, that chapter 2 from the Tiny Tales collection that is titled First Light. There we are. All right, so now I'm just going to ink up the edges some. I think I might switch to the, yeah, I think I might switch. No, we're going to do them both. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm using the wrong color, folks. I'm using antique linen. I was wondering why it wasn't showing up so good. But the truth is, it's the wrong color. But I am definitely going to, I see that needs to be cut. I am going to use black soot, but I think we're going to get both of these inks on here. And the edges need to be glued over here some more. But those are things that I like to do as the final when I am completely done and I know I'm not going to bother it anymore. Because those are the last bits, usually, you know, that you're tangling with are some of those edges. But overall, I believe this is turning out to be good. Oh yeah, I like it a lot darker there. And I'm not going to worry so much about edging this side because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this edge on these. I think I'm going to come in with something that is a color that coordinates with all of the packs just to kind of make that uniform, because some of these pages were taken out and done and then put back in because this is a perforated page. Yeah, oh, see, I shouldn't have done that. But that's all right. It will be covered up. So yeah, so I am liking what just happened here, and this really was a quick thing, even though it has taken me, I don't know how long to actually do the video, but lots of starts and stops and mumbling in between, and I do appreciate you hanging in there with me on that. And so with that said, take a closer look at our nice little, our first page from our chapter 2 First Light Tiny Tales collection. Again, thanks for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, hype me up, bang the drum, and toot the horn, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.